as they fell down on their knees and began to cry out to the Lord these words. Listen to this. Lord, I need your spirit to fall on me. I can't make it without you unless you fall on me. I need your spirit to fall on me. Holy Ghost, Lord, let your spirit fall on me. Can't make it without you if you don't fall on me. I need your spirit to fall on me. Holy Ghost, come on, Jesus, fall on me. Holy Ghost, Lord, let your spirit fall on me. Listen to this. On the day of Pentecost, they were all with the one accord, fasting and praying, waiting on the Lord. Spirit came in like a mighty rushing wind, and that's when our life begins.
All right, y'all. I don't know what happened there, but y'all, you know what? I was just sitting here thinking. Oh, I know what happened there. My bad. I do know what happened there. But y'all, I was just sitting here thinking that, God is so good. And I want to go ahead and tell my testimony right quick before we get into the relationship 411. Okay, so, it's no secret now that I've had a stomach wound for going on 3 months. So I'm not allowed to really go outside of my house and do anything. I can do things in my house, I just really can't be around a lot of people right now because, you never know if you're going to catch infection. My stomach is literally open. So if I get around someone that's sick, I can easily get sick. So all these months, I haven't been feeling bad about it. I haven't. I really haven't. I have learned to be patient and wait on the Lord. And in the meantime, let my faith work and do what I need to do. Oh, that's what y'all should do too, just in case if you're going through. God, I'm telling y'all, seriously, when this guy, he is my friend. I always call him my BF. I don't care. I always will call him my BF because we have been down since like, whoa. And, it's like when he just called and said, I have all your medicine right here. I just lit up instantly because, sometimes we sit and, we think nobody is paying attention or nobody cares. And then when somebody shows up with what you need, that's a blessing. So I want to encourage someone out there tonight to hold on. Don't give up. Just because you don't see it now don't mean that it's not on the way. You just have to be patient and wait on the Lord. And, we still have good men out here. Amen. We still have some good men out here. We still have good men that got values, that have morals, that got ethics. We got good men out here who still have manners. So don't give up, y'all. Don't give up on whatever it is that you are seeking God for and you have been praying to God for. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on God, okay? Because it's going to happen for you sooner or later. It's going to happen. If it's a desire in your heart and it's in God's will, it will happen for you. Okay, y'all. All right. So enough about my testimony. I just want to share that in order to give somebody else hope. So what I'm talking about today on Relationship 411, because it is 1 a.m. and it is time for the Relationship 411. Well, it ain't 1 a.m. yet, but we are close to it. I can tell you I've had a crush or two. I've had a crush or two, y'all. And our relationship is, how do you break the ice? How do you break the ice, with someone that you have a crush on? You want to talk to them and you want to be able to start a conversation, but it is hard to talk to your crush. It really is. Because whenever when we meet new friends, it's easy to just say, hey, what's up, and stuff like that. But when you actually meet someone that you're interested in, when you're around that person, you can easily shy up, or you could put yourself in the background and kind of look like a stalker. You kind of look like a stalker because it's, you don't want to come off as being too hard or too easy or, looking corny. But, whenever you like somebody, you just like them. And it's always going to be like that. Talking to your crush is not going to be the easiest thing to do. And because we've all been there at some point or another, we all can say something, to help the next person out. So approaching your new friend, when it comes down to it, it's basically, you got to have confidence. That's the thing about it. You never know if you don't try. You won't know. And I find that people who are insecure or have been hurt before in past relationships, they don't do too good with approaching new people. For one thing, they don't like starting back over. And for another thing, they don't know how that person will receive them. And they don't know, if it's going to, bring up old memories from the past. And the old man passed. He's always somewhere sitting around. He's always sitting somewhere around and, trying to hold you back. But don't let another day go by that old man past tries to hold you back from your crush. Because, for one thing, when God made us, He made us man for woman and woman for man. All right? So, first you need to understand that you're not alone in this thing whenever it comes down to meeting your crush. Because Miss Koko has a crush too. I have a crush right now. Matter of fact, my crush was the one got me my medicine. But I can't talk to him like that. As long as I talk to him as a friend, we get along fine. But when I start talking like I'm kind of coming on or something, I start getting all giggly and corny. And I do really. I just keep talking and sometimes you get nervous and you just go on and on. But, even I'm going to take this advice because this advice is actually coming from lovepanky.com. Okay, so why is it so hard to say hello? First, you need to understand that you're not alone. Secondly, you need to realize that, it's like you constantly wonder if you're good enough to approach this person and start a conversation with them. But you got to realize that you are good enough. You are good enough. Listen, you are worth it. You are worth the shot. You're worth the try. You are the winner in the situation. Either way it goes. If they reject you, you are still the winner because at least you didn't let it linger on. At least it didn't go on and on. Okay, so there are two approaches to talk to your crush. If you constantly feel like you'll get walked all over by your crush, if you try to start a conversation with them, then odds are you will get walked all over. Because first of all, you went in with insecurity, so guess what? You're going to reap what you're putting out. You're going to draw to you what you put out. So if you don't believe that you have the faith enough to walk in and speak to your crush, guess what? They're not going to believe you either. And they're not going to respect you for the simple fact you don't respect yourself and you're insecure. Okay, so the idea behind approaching a crush is simple. You need to believe that you're worthy of your crush's attention. Actually feel comfortable around your crush. You need to convince yourself that your crush likes you just as much as you like them. Until you hear different, until you hear otherwise, you continue to pursue, okay? The wrong approach. Most guys and girls use the wrong approach to profess their love to a crush. They sneak in the background for several weeks. They curse themselves for every missed opportunity to talk to their crush. And finally, one fine, frustrated day, they say, what the heck? Walk up to the crush with a heart that's beating, just beating all through the eardrums and blurt out every single emotion they feel towards their crush. And almost all the time, they will fall back with a broken heart because their crush would have walked all over them in 2 minutes. So, there's a right way to approach them. You don't go up and just be like, I was. You don't go up and be like I was like, hey, what's up? And I was all excited and I was touching, and even I know people touching and pulling on you is aggravating, but there I was up there doing it when I got around my crush. So the right approach is don't make the mistake of assuming that you get only one chance to confess your love to someone. The slower your approach, the more confident you'd feel around your crush, and the better results would be. Really, if you had a choice, would you rather get walked all over by your crush, or would you like it a lot better if you could sneakily get your crush to get a crush on you before you ever tell them you have a crush on them? Now, don't ever be hasty when it comes to professing your love for someone. As hard as it is to think with a clear head when it's clouded by the racing emotions of passion, learn to calm your mind. And y'all, that's what I had to do. I had to learn the moments in life, but exciting opportunities to turn something secretive on one-sided into mutual admiration or even true love. So the best way to start a conversation with your crush is not by professing your love to them, but by making the person, take notice and interested in what you have to say. And one thing is, I notice a lot of people don't really make eye contact right away. So don't just stare at your crush until they see you and look away. Glance toward your crush occasionally in a casual manner. Look at them now and then and always look away before they look away. And sometimes when you've caught their attention, avoid looking towards them, especially when they're looking towards you. One thing, that you're interested. Once you get to know them, once you see characteristics that you at least like, then you pursue by letting them know. You let them know then. So you don't got to be all that fast and you don't got to be too slow either. I just believe in if you tell people the truth up front, the truth will always win. Because if they don't like you, what's the worst thing can happen is that they're just not interested. It doesn't mean that you don't have to be friends. It just means that, that they're not interested in having you in that type of relationship, but they do want a friendship. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes friendships are a whole lot better than relationships, because what you may be looking for in that person may be actually in the friendship. It may be that you have just been lonely for so many years or months that you thought that you wanted a relationship with. Actually, it was the friendship that you were looking for. So if you got a crush and you're crushing somebody, just take a chance and see where it goes. And if it doesn't go anywhere, don't get upset. Don't get upset. Guess what? There's plenty more fish in the sea. Plenty more fish and cats in the sea. It's plenty more out here. I mean, you don't have to rush into anything. By this being Valentine's Day, I know that a lot of women and men probably are feeling some type of way. Probably trying to release some stuff right now to somebody to let them know that they really like them. But, I say still take your time. Because Valentine's month, everybody knows that this is the month when the singles get to feeling some type of way. The singles feel like I got to get somebody before Valentine's Day, but you don't have to rush it. You don't have to get anybody before Valentine's Day. You can enjoy yourself. That's the good thing about being single, is that you can bounce around from place to place and, just enjoy yourself. Learn how to enjoy yourself. The last 7 years, I basically enjoyed myself every Valentine's Day. And I ain't gonna lie, it was hard at first, but once you have a positive mindset and you start feeding yourself some good stuff, as a matter of fact, you should start practicing now, ahead of time, before Valentine's Day. Start writing some positive attributes and stuff to yourself. Just remind yourself with some sticky notes. Single is not a curse. It's a blessing. It's a time for you to get to know yourself. So if things don't work out with your crush, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But however, if things do work out with your crush, then y'all go for it. You know what? Go for it. I don't care what people say. You love who you love and you like who you like. And if you really feel a love for a person, don't never shut down your emotions that you feel for that person.